Information being used for this video is taken from the Food Safety and Inspection Service website. The information being used in this video is for information and educational purposes. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, teaching, education, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permit by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. A copy of Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 shall be attached to this video. Okay, so I am coming back to you guys. Excuse me. So I wanted to talk to you about a video that came up on my page by a channel called the Economist. I'm pretty sure some of you have heard of them. It's the first time I've heard of them. This video came out 3 days ago. It's called Out of Stock, 25 Foods. But when I went back to the channel to look, another video came up that was called Out of Stock also. And it was talking about the global energy crisis with fuel and diesel. I have my notebook here. Heating oil and natural gas shortage, and saying how consumer prices will increase. Well, in California, we already see the energy crisis with gas. I don't think we'll ever be rid of gas, especially the gas vehicles. But yeah, like I said, sometime this month I'm supposed to be trying to get another car. I'm praying that I can afford the electric vehicle. We'll see what happens. If they'll give me the car. I already put money down on it. If I can't get the car, then I'll get my money back, and then I'll just have to try again another way. But let me get to this other video that I did see. Out of stock 25 foods. This is due, it says, to a continuous collapse of food supply chain, shortage, and maybe some foods may be extinct. I did a little research on this channel. It doesn't seem like it was a clickbait channel. And during this video, it's about almost 23 minutes long. The video did refer to many sites that you can go to, such as, what was one? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, one was called the Maple Research Center, and I'll get to that. But it referred to a lot of research that they did to make this video. Different websites, global research sites. So I'm going to suggest you watch this video. The name of the channel is the Economist. So let me get to the 25 things on the list. Number 1, meat. It's talking about meat shortages at our markets, the beef supply, how a lot of cattle ranchers have been selling off younger cows in order to help the meat supply, which is going to lead to number 2, milk and dairy, because a lot of the, and this is, they're talking about a global shortage, not just in the United States, but what foods that we're going to be short starting in 2023 globally. Milk and dairy, because just like I just said, they're selling off a lot of the younger cows. That means that they're not going to have other newer cows producing milk and dairy, which we use for a lot of our products. Number 3, wheat. They mentioned Ukraine, how Ukraine is a country that supplies a lot of our wheat and grains. Number 4, cereals like maize and rice. There are environmental reasons why there is a shortage of cereals like maize and rice. Okay. Vegetable oils. Palm oils shortage jumped by 55%. And there are other vegetable oil shortages too. So that's something to look out for. Sugar. I got sugar cane growing out there. You've seen Lead Farmer, the sugar cane pimp. Lead Farmer, aka the sugar cane pimp. Juicing with Jay. They grow sugar cane. We've seen Miss Linda, the New Orleans gardener, buy sugar beets, and I just bought me some sugar beets to grow sugars. You see Lady Lead and other people buying stevia to find alternatives for sugar. Mustard. So sugar and mustard are both going to be shortages due to environmental reasons. Honey. Homestead Heart and Lead Farmer have um, beehives. They're beekeepers. There's somebody else that's a beekeeper. I can't think of it right now. I would love to have bees, but I live in an HOA, so I have to be very careful. So unfortunately, bees, it's not something I will be able to become a beekeeper. However, there is a local beekeeper, and I have about 3 or 4 jars of that person's honey in my cabinet, and I plan on getting some more. If not this weekend, then next weekend. But honey, they said the production is declining. It's harder to find due to bees. Due to, they're saying because of the farmers and the, the sprays and stuff they're using, it's affecting the bees. So we need people like Homestead Heart and Lead Farmer and others out there that are beekeeping to keep beekeeping. We need them. Oh, what is his name? He's in Australia. I watch him all the time. I can't think of his name. But he is another person who is a beekeeper, and I'm going to look on my list, my subscriber list, to see if I can find his name. But he's in Australia, and he keeps a different different type of bee. It's not like the honeybees that we have, but he keeps a different type of bee, and I can't find him right now, and it's driving me up the wall. And his name is on the tip of my tongue. And he's in Australia, and he's a very famous YouTuber. Why can't I find him right now? I don't know. It'll come to me when I wake up in the morning. But while I'm on my list, I'm going to see if I can find him. Let's see. It has something just pop up on my phone. Sorry. Wow, why can't I find him? Self-Sufficient Me. That's his name. I swear. Self-Sufficient Me. Okay, but he does keep bees. In fact, he does a lot. I suggest you watch him. Self-Sufficient Me. Cherries. Now I have 2 cherry trees out there, and I plan on getting some more. They said because of rising temperatures, it's causing a decline in the supplies of cherries. The area of Southern California that I live in is called the Pass, but it's also called Cherry Valley area. We have a Cherry Valley Festival. We have a Lavender Festival, and we also have a Cherry Valley Festival every year. The last festival I went to, they weren't giving away cherries. They were selling them. You would think if you live in an area that's called Cherry Valley area, the Pass area, there will be plentiful cherry trees. No. So, Um, I was just looking at my email, and my local nursery that I go to, Cherry Valley Nursery, has buy three, get one tree free. It says deciduous fruit trees, grapes, berries, and fruiting vines. Buy three, get one free. This is through November 30th. Um, so I'm waiting for a paycheck to come, and I'm going to be down there getting trees. I'm going to be down there getting soil. Um, yeah, I'm going to be stocking up on a lot of stuff. And I told my mom we weren't going to go back to Costco until next year. It looks like I'll be going probably during December, which I really don't even like going to brick and mortar stores after Thanksgiving too much unless it's something that's absolutely necessary because they're just crowded. People are all over the place. But I'm going to be going to get my trees. I'm going to have my landscaper planting trees in the grass out there, and I'm going to be stocking up on more and more soil. I have to eventually, one day in a few years, I will be excavating the soil where my garden beds are laying on top of and using the soil in the ground. But for right now, I'm going to be stocking up on lots and lots and lots of soil and lots of trees. So hopefully by the time I go to go get the trees, maybe I'll have my car because I feel bad because I'm always using my mom's SUV. But yeah, I'm in the mood for stocking up on stuff right now. So cherries. Coffee. It says coffee bean production is declining globally due to environmental reasons. 88% of coffee crops can be lost by the end of the decade. So that's what they're saying. Some of this is global, some of this is supply chain shortage, lots of things. Wine. There are hundreds of different type of grape plants, but 12 plants in particular produce 1% or make up a majority of our favorite wines. And due to environmental reasons, like in California, like the droughts, yeah, um, wine is going to be less and less. So stock up on your wine or grow your own grapes like I'm growing and ferment them. Potatoes, you guys know how I feel about potatoes. I take out a potato crop and throw some more in there. Since 2021's yields have been declining for some reason. I couldn't catch it. The video was going so fast. But yeah, potatoes. And potatoes are not that hard to grow. They're saying for environmental reasons. So I'm going to suggest if you can, get your container, get you some soil, throw some seed potatoes in there, or just get you some potatoes in the organic section, not regular potatoes. Go get you some organic potatoes, throw in the ground, grow you some potatoes. They're not that hard. Beer. This is a hard one. And I don't even drink beer, but it's and they said by the Natural Defense Council, the reason why that beer is going to be shortage because of water supplies, and it's harder to keep up the water supplies. So beer is going to be an issue. Okay. Bananas. Bananas are, they said they may be extinct by maybe in 10 years due to dead leaf fungal infection. Cavendish banana supplies are shrinking, so I am going to be ordering some more banana trees. I had two out there. They died. So what I'm going to do is plant them indoors in the shed and hopefully get me some more grow lights and put them in there because they didn't do good outside. I think I planted them too soon. They said you need a lot of sun, but I think I gave them too much sun. So gonna buy me some more banana trees. Chocolate. You guys see I got a cacao plant growing. I'm trying to get some cacao seeds to root. If these don't root, I'm gonna try some more, and I'm probably gonna get me some coffee, some more coffee plants too, because my mom drinks coffee, or I can sell it or do something. But it says chocolate, it's declining for environmental reasons, global warming. Um, it shrunk. They're thinking the chocolate supply is going to shrink by 20% by 2023. Soybeans. Soybeans is an energy source. Brazil has lost about, I think he said 18 million tons, but it could have been 18 billion tons. And this is due to supply change and environmental changes. And this is just in Brazil because they are one of the largest producers of soybeans. Strawberries, Florida and California, because of the drought and water supplies. The strawberry cycle crops have been abbreviated. So you're going to see a shortage of strawberries and an uptick in pricing because of that. Here we go with maple syrup. The Maple Research Center said the maple trees are under stress due to environmental factors. So, yeah. And these are, of course, the maple trees that produce the maple syrup sap. Peanuts. I've grown peanuts before. I forgot to grow them this summer. I will be growing them again. It says they need a stable environment. A lot of the crops that come from our southern states are having problems with the crops and they can be extinct. But I've grown peanuts before. I'm going to grow them again. The last time I grew them, I should have watched videos on how to harvest them. I harvest them incorrectly, and so I'm going to grow them again so that I can harvest my own peanut supply. Fish, which I thought was really weird, but then you have to think about it. A lot of our global fish supplies come from fish farmers and not just like wild fish in the ocean. So 85% of fish stocks have gone down globally, and it mentions it was due to people fishing illegally. So that's something to look at. Tomatoes, crazy weather. But you all know that I grow my own tomatoes every year, and I'm going to continue to grow my own tomatoes. I grow my own tomatoes because that was the first crop I grew in 2019, and when I tasted my own tomato, I fell in love with it. It just the consistency of it. So I will continue to grow my own tomatoes. But because tomatoes are having crazy weather, guess what else is going to happen? You're going to have issues with other tomato based products, just like tomato paste, salsas, ketchup. And I thought about it. I said, I grow all these tomatoes. I need to learn how to make my own ketchup. Even though I'm not supposed to eat a lot of tomatoes, it's a staple food. If things go down, I'm going to be eating tomatoes. Blueberries. This year I have to buy more blueberry plants, and it says California harvest was 15% shorter, and part of this is due to bee pollination. We just talked about the bees. Very, very important. So, along with me buying berries, because it says here from my local nursery, fruit trees, grapes, berries, and fruiting vines, buy three, get one free. I'm probably going to be buying like 6 to 9 and getting 3 free plants. So, I got to get that car because I'm about to load up my car. Corn, due to water shortage and weather. As you guys see, I grew my own corn this year. I grew my own corn last year. To me, corn was an easy crop to grow. And I did 2 rounds of corn this year. I did it at the beginning of summer and at the end of summer, and I was able to get a good supply of corn. We don't eat corn every day, but my mother likes to buy cans of corn, individual corn, and put it into, you know, put it into casseroles and things of that nature. We just grew up like that because when she was a single mom working, she knew how to stretch a meal. And corn was one of the staples that she used to stretch a meal and make it more plentiful. So we use corn, and she loves corn, and I'm going to keep growing it for her. Oranges. You guys know I have a blood orange tree out there and a navel orange tree and 2 Meyer lemons, and I plan on getting more citrus trees. But it says there is yellow dragon disease and weather that's affecting the corn crops in Florida and China and in other regions globally. So it's something that we have to watch out for. So if you have land, or if you have or you rent and you can grow a dwarf tree, get a dwarf tree and take care of your tree. Last but not least, or almonds. You guys know I have an almond tree. It has produced almonds 2 years in a row, and it's getting bigger. And I plan on, when I go catch the sale, getting myself another all-in-one almond tree. They produce very well. It produced the first year I have it. We're going on year 3. I'm very, very happy with the almond tree. So I wanted to bring this information to you in hopes that I can get people to start growing their own garden. I don't know all of the rationale and reasons as to why this list came about, and why these things are happening, but it will behoove you to hedge off these shortages. Number one, by stocking, because not everybody can grow food. So I understand that, but stocking and rationing, two things. Stocking up and rationing. Also trying to be healthy. Number 3, if you do have the land, please try to start with one food, something that you like to grow, something that you may be easy to grow. Potatoes, onions, garlic, beets, carrots, all root vegetables that are pretty easy to grow. Carrots may be the hardest to start. If you want to start carrots, what you do is you put the seeds in the soil. Make sure the soil is wet. Then you cover them for about 2 weeks with, like, some people use newspaper, some people use cardboard. Lift it up, wet it. I use floating rope covers to cover them up. And then when you see them start sprouting, then you could take it off. Excuse me. You cover it up to keep the carrot gnats from eating them. Carrots are probably the hardest, and to me, they're not that hard. I've heard people say they've had a hard time, but you have to know how to get them germinated. Put them in the soil because they're really, really, really microscopic seeds. Cover them, keep them wet. They will grow, and grow a lot of them. I grew a lot of carrots last year, cleaned them, peeled them, cut them up, froze them, put them in the food saver. Just a moment, everybody. Sorry, everyone. My mom was just saying good night to me. But carrots. So again, potatoes. Potatoes, onions, garlic, beets, carrots. That's a soup. Potatoes, carrots, onions, garlic. Chop you up a little meat. You got a soup right there. Those are some staples that you need and that you can grow. So I'm just saying, Economist is right on the money. A lot of YouTubers that garden have been right on the money. Callie Cam, Epic Gardener, Epic Homestead, Jocks in the Garden, Lead Farmer, Lady Led, Homestead Heart, Renee's Garden, GT Grows It, Juicing with Jay, The Everyday Life of an OC Dish Chick, Hands in the Dirt, Bull's Garden, me, I'm going to include myself. I may not have 1,000 subscribers, but there are people that do listen to me sometimes. I mean, who else? Beauty in the Garden, Callie Homesteading, and Pooh Bear. That's my girl. You guys know that's my girl. I always got to give her a shout out. Um, G Mama Grows It. Just so many people are on YouTube urging you to grow. Tommy's Homestead. I see her videos pop up every day telling you what's going on. It's up to you if you want to listen. All we can do is provide you with the information that we have. The New Orleans Gardener, my God, how could I forget her? The New Orleans Gardener. She comes to you live Tuesdays and Sundays and has good information and trivia and giving away seeds. She's giving you seeds because she wants you to grow. She understands what's going on with the supply chain. I understand what's going on with the supply chain. You might be thinking, oh, so you know everything. I don't know everything. Am I fully prepared? No, I don't think I'm prepared enough. I'm still trying to prepare. There are a lot of people I have lots of family who don't listen to me. They're just thinking, oh, here Precious goes again, telling us to grow. They call me, there goes Farmer Precious. And you know what? My gardening brings me peace. I may not be able to feed me and my mom completely with my gardening, but I know that I'm doing something to help my household. In the beginning, my mom was like, why are you growing all this food? And she went to the store. She said, Precious, Cool Whip is $9.99. It's $10. She goes, I thank God that you're growing food. My vegetable is not Cool Whip, but she's like, really? She's like, I thank God you're making your own ice cream. I thank goodness you're making your own extracts. I thank goodness you're making your own ciders. You're making your own jellies. You're making your own jams. You're making your own salsa. You're making your own tomato sauce. I'm growing my own loofahs. I used my loofah in the shower today. I was feeling a little rough spot on my elbows. I took that loofah, my homemade loofah, my homegrown loofah that I didn't have to go to the store to buy. And I have 13 sitting in containers outside waiting for them to turn yellow. And as soon as they're turned yellow, I'm going to peel them all. I'm going to bleach them all. I'm going to get my seeds. And I'm going to have a supply of loofah seeds for years to come. And I'm going to cut those loofahs up. And I'm going to use them for cleaning dishes and for cleaning my body. And when they get old and ragged, I just throw them away. And I'm going to pull out my bag, a loofah. People are like, you're growing loofahs? Yeah. You're making your own soap? Yeah. Because of stuff, this is just food items. This is just a list of food items. What about cleaning supplies? Okay? Cleaning supplies. A loofah's going to help me clean my body. I can go buy some soap. I could go stock up on soap. But the loofah's going to help me clean my body. So you might find it strange. And I have people, you make good money. I live in California. I could make all the good money in the world. California is going to suck you dry. It's going to suck you dry. And people say, well, you should move out of California. If I go to another state, there's going to be another issue that's going to suck me dry. You can move all you want and you can travel and do whatever. Life is what it is. This is a global situation. It's just not in California. California comes with its own issues. Every state comes with its own pros and its own cons. It is what it is. But I'm dealing with the situations that I can handle. I'm trying to grow food. I'm trying to take care of my mother. That's it. All we can do is the best that we can do. But if you can grow your own food, you can really help your situation. Cereals, wheat. I grew wheat this year, as a test crop and it did good. I grew rice as a test crop this year and it did good. I got a little baggie of rice. Now I have to figure out how to get the shafts off and all of that stuff. It comes with time. I grew wheat. I waited too long to harvest it and it blew away in my city here. But guess what? I'm going to grow me some more wheat. I'm going to go on the MI Garden channel and order me some more rice seeds. I got elderberry plants because Lead Farmer and Lady Lead are smart enough to utilize their resources, cut those elderberries and sell them. They're smart and they're resourceful, and I appreciate it. Miss Tina, the New Orleans gardener, she gives away seeds all the time. I got some seeds from her and I didn't get to plant them this year, but I'm going to plant them next year. And you see her utilizing her resources, cooking food from her garden every day. Every day. That's resourceful. Juicing with Jay has his sugar cane and he's squeezing the sugar out of his sugar cane. Resourceful. I'm going to pump up my own self. I'm resourceful. I just told you I had a crop of loofahs. I don't have to worry about sponges probably for 2 years. And I'm going to grow those crops every year. All those tomato plants I got, I made salsa. I made tomato sauce for me and my mother. We don't have to worry about tomato sauce. We don't have to worry about salsa. I made jellies. I made pickles. All those cucumbers I had. I made a whole bunch of bread and butter pickles. So if I want to put it on a hot dog or a hamburger, I will. Grow your own groceries. Grow your own groceries. I get tired some days. I was really tired today. If you just watched the other video I just posted, I had a headache, but I got my little tail up and I planted a whole bunch of cauliflower and I planted some Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to be out there tomorrow and I'm going to be planting some more stuff. And then I'm going to go in that shed and I'm going to plant me some seedlings. And then I'm going to get online and I'm going to order some more supplies. And I'm going to order me some more pineapples because those sugar-loaf pineapples are the bomb. And I'm going to cut the tops off of those pineapples and I'm going to put them in some dirt. Micro Farmer. Micro Farmer has been growing his own pineapples in containers. And he told you how to buy the grow lights and all that stuff and grow it. There are so many useful people online. You need to listen. Can I make you listen? No. Can I suggest you listen? Yes. Please patronize your local nurseries. I'm not saying that the big box stores are bad. Lowe's and Home Depot have their place. They are useful. I go to them. But I also try to utilize my local nursery as much as possible. I just felt like I needed to do this video. I just broke my pen. I just felt like it was useful. And I'm going to watch this channel a lot more. It's called The Economist. And I think I have a recall video that I have to do also. I'm looking right now. There is. It might be an update though. This is from November 1st. Let me get into it. Let me make sure if there aren't any more. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to do this recall. This is the wrong one. What's going on? Come on. Okay, let me go back to the email. Let's do this again. And let me take a sip of wine. Wine. I wish it was tea. Okay. It says it's from August 31st. I don't know if this is an update. It says it's rated as a high class, produced without benefit of inspection. Okay. Verona Inc., a Brooklyn, New York establishment, is recalling approximately 66 pounds of dried album eggs products. The U.S. Department, I think I did this one. This may be an update. I think this is an update. The dried albumin egg products were produced on February 2nd, 2022, March 18th, 2022, June 17th, 2022, and July 19th, 2022. It's 1.1 pound plastic canister containing Sosa Alba Whip with lot code LALB 2203, LALB 22077, LALB 22168, or LALB 22200. I think this is an update because I recall this one from back in August. So let me show you the label. This is an update. Okay. So Sosa Alba Whip, used to make macaroons, sponge cake, mousse. And I can't get it any smaller, sorry. Okay. Sosa code 48688. Okay. There was those codes right there. LALB 22168. Okay. Alba Whip. That's what it looks like. Any codes? 1.1 pounds. And that is it. Okay. So let me get back to reading this. This is an update to one that was done in August. These items were shipped to locations in California, Florida, Nevada, and New York. The problem was discovered when FSIS investigated and determined that the egg products were produced in Italy, a country ineligible to export egg products to the United States. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about a reaction should contact a healthcare provider. Okay. Excuse me. So let me show you the contact information here. Verona Inc., Mrs. Raffaele Benorde, I guess, Director of Supply Chain, 929-884-9600, Raffaele dot Bernard, I cannot pronounce the last name, at verona.fr. And the media contact information: Congressional and Public Affairs, Cody K-League, 202-720-9113, FSIS Press at usda.gov. So, this recall, and it does state that it was last updated on August 31st, 2022, is just another reason to pay attention to the Economist with their list of 25 foods they're going to be out of stock. Okay? So, I come to you with this information because I care. I don't want anyone to go hungry. All of us YouTubers that are on here giving this information, we probably wish that we could supply the world with food, but we can't. And if it goes down, unfortunately, I'm going to have to shut my door, and I'm going to have to bring out my safety support to protect me and my mother. And that's just how it's going to be. And so I'm just urging you, because you can knock on my door, but if you haven't been sharing seeds, or hey, can I give you some money so you can help me stock up, or can you show me how to stock up? And then when it goes down, I'll be like, I'll share with you. But if you're not doing anything to help your household and you just think I'm crazy on YouTube, and you can think that I'm crazy and that I'm just on YouTube just talking, that's your choice. That's more than your choice to think that about me and all the other people. But when you see Lead Farmer eating persimmons and getting eggs and having rabbits and having food and being a sugarcane pimp, and Miss Linda sauteing and cooking all her onions and garlic and all the delicious meals and making her sorrel tea, and GT in Alaska is cold, but he got food for his family and he's doing his aquaponics because he's making it work, and you hungry, don't fly to Alaska and try to take what he has because he's trying to feed his family. Don't come to Cherry Valley Pass area looking for me, because I'm not giving up none of my almonds or my nectarines or none of my Brussels sprouts, which will probably be attacked by aphids anyway because everything attacks my stuff. I'm just saying, if you don't have anything to share or give, don't expect people who have been on YouTube the last couple of years telling you to grow some food to share. I have two cousins. I have one in Arizona and one that lives around the Thousand Oaks area of California who grow food. And I'm pretty sure when things go down, we're the family they're going to go to. And I have another cousin who's decided that she wants to grow food, and I'm very proud of her, because even though she makes a good living, she's looking like, oh my God, things are going down. And she's like, Precious, I need you to give me some advice because I want to grow herbs. And she'll probably be fantastic at it. I'm not good at growing herbs. I'm not that good. I'm trying to be really diligent with it. But I just told you I got to go buy some more mints. So I can grow some fruit trees. I can grow some food. I'm good at flowers. I'm good at my succulents. It looks like I'm doing good with rosemary in the front, and rosemary is a medicinal plant that's needed, but I'm not good at everything. So the more people that are growing food, I'm good at eggplants. I'm very good at eggplants, which is really weird. I'm good at cucumbers. I got pickles, but I'm not good at everything. So if more people grow food, then the more we can share and exchange. We got to get this kind of underground thing going, people, so that we can eat. And we have to learn how to be a global community when it comes to our food and be more resourceful. We're a community. There are some neighbors that don't want to talk to me or my mom, and that's fine. But what they don't realize is that we could probably be a helping hand to them when time is needed. But if you don't want to be friendly with us, we don't have to show you what we have or what we're doing. So please check out the Epic Economist. The name of it is 25 Foods That Are Going to Be Out of Stock. And I just looking at the channel. It's the latest one was today. 15 signs Amazon is destroying Walmart. Be ready for the collapse. The other one I told you about, out of stock. People will be furious when gas prices triple from current levels. The other one, 3 days old. It looks like they do a video every day. There's one that was 4 days ago. Prepare for starvation. Walmart reports major shortages as fears of hard times rising. 5 days ago, housing crash begins and it's worse than you think. Another one, prepare for starvation. Buy lots of food and stock up now because this is going to come. I'm thinking me and my mom are going to go to Costco again. And not buy happy stuff, but buy necessities. So, this is it. I'm sorry to come with all doom and gloom, but I have to be honest and tell you to prepare. I want you to be prepared. I worry about my job. I just started my job a year and a half ago. I work for a government, but we don't know what's going to happen. So at least I'm trying to buy food. And even my mother has conjured up some ways to try to save money. So I just want everyone to be at peace, to take care of themselves, and to stay safe. So as I always say, please find peace within yourself, and please, please, please be peaceable with each other. I absolutely love all of you. Stay prayed up and stay safe. I love you all. Bye.